The following program may contain coarse language, violence, nudity, mature subject matter, or scenes which may not be suitable for all viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
This is the X-Zone Broadcast Network, broadcasting worldwide on broadcast affiliates and satellite program providers, including CNN Broadcast Network, Sirius Satellite Network, Star Media, Good News Radio Network, Angel Broadcast Network, Wiki Broadcast Network, and WPBN TV. For more information on the X-Zone Broadcast Network, visit us at www.xzbn.net.
AVS Media Demo.
Papa Hotel Lima Echo November radio check.
Papa Echo November, good afternoon, Richard 5.
Good afternoon, read you 5 as well, Papa Echo November.
The X-Zone radio and TV show is largely an opinion talk show. All opinions, comments, or statements of fact expressed by Rob McConnell's guests are strictly their own and are not to be construed as those of the X-Zone radio and TV show or in any manner endorsed by Rob McConnell, Relmar McConnell Media Company, Talkstar Radio Network, its affiliated stations, or employees.
All Hit Radio.
Welcome to the X-Zone, a place where fact is fiction and fiction is reality. Now, here's your host, Rob McConnell.
And welcome to the X-Zone, everyone. My name is Rob McConnell, and we're coming to you from our studios in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Worldwide toll-free, 1-800-610-7035. Our email address is xzone@xzoneradiotv.com. On MSN Messenger, xzoneradiotv@hotmail.com. And our website, www.xzoneradiotv.com. And the X-Zone comes to you Monday through Friday, starting at 10 p.m. Eastern until 2 a.m. Eastern. Then another network carries it in other parts of the world from 2 a.m. until 6 a.m. And then another network picks it up from 6 p.m. until 10 p.m. And then we carry the entire day over again, starting with you right here on the Talkstar Radio Network, X-Zone Broadcast Network, UK High Definition Radio, Euro High Definition Radio, Star Cable, and our broadcast affiliates right across Canada, the United States, Central America, South America, the Pacific Rim, Asia, India, Africa, and Europe. My guest this hour is no stranger to the X-Zone. E.P. Grondine is his name. We're going to be talking about close encounters with meteors, comets, and asteroids this hour. Ed Grondine is one of the world's foremost authorities on comet and asteroid impact. Ed began reporting on the Russian manned space program in 1986 for industry publications. Ed expanded his reporting to Chinese manned space program in 1992 when he broke the story of China's new manned space effort. Extracts from his reportage are currently available to the public online through Mark Wade's Encyclopedia Astronautica Ed's first and last book, Man and Impact in the Americas, is currently sold out with a few remaining copies available only to senior scientists and their students and to Native American elders. Inexpensive copies of his books are available currently to the public through Amazon.com, and the book may always be read free of charge through interlibrary loan. And joining me now is Ed Grondine. Ed, welcome back to the X Zone.
It's really a pleasure to be with you, Rob.
Ed, last week there were a couple of close encounters of a very scientific type. And this hour we're going to be discussing the meteorite that exploded over Russia. We're going to be talking about that meteor or that space particle. I guess it was a meteor. No, it wasn't a meteor, was it? That came between, that was 1,700 miles.
That was an asteroid.
Asteroid, right. And it raises a lot of questions that you and I have talked about in the past. So, Ed, I'm happy you're with us tonight. We're going to start the show on the other side of this commercial break. Ed Grondine is my guest. We're talking about close encounters with comets, meteorites, and asteroids this hour here in the X Zone. After all, this is truly a place where people dare to believe and dare to be heard. It's a place where fact is fiction and fiction is reality. Here's a couple of websites, X Zone Nation. If you'd like to listen to the current podcast, just go to www.xzonepodcast.com. To find out who's the who in the world of the paranormal, science of parapsychology, and all the topics that we cover here in the X Zone, go to our X Zone directory of who's who at www.xzonedirectory.com. And if you'd like to get our latest CD of all the music that we use here in the X Zone on our show, www.xzoneradiotv.com, or you can go to amazon.com. My name is Rob McConnell. This is the X Zone. Ed Grondine and I will be talking about comets, meteorites, and asteroids this hour here in the X Zone. Don't go away. Modern Esoteric, Beyond Our Senses by Brad Olson, consummates the lifeology story about where humanity originates. It is the lost continents, the primitive wisdom, the mythos of creation, and the rethinking of ancient history as we are taught in academia. There is much more to the story than what we have been told. As this is the first book in the Esoteric series, Modern Esoteric starts at the beginning of time and accelerates up to this modern age. Future Esoteric is book 2 in the series and takes a forward-looking position ahead of today with an open and honest examination of the ET issue and various unexplained phenomena. To discover the writings of author Brad Olson, visit www.bradolson.com. That's www.bradolson.com. Named one of the world's greatest psychics, Elizabeth Joyce is now giving readings worldwide via Skype. Elizabeth Joyce is recognized for her clairvoyant ability to help find missing persons, her analysis of dreams, past life regression work, mediumship, and her accurate predictions. Elizabeth has been a frequent guest on the X Zone radio show with yours truly, Rob McConnell, now for several years. For an appointment with Elizabeth Joyce, call 201-934-8986 or Skype at elizabeth.joyce. And for more information, you can always visit Elizabeth Joyce online at www.new-visions.com.
Do you have a dis-ease that you would like to alleviate through a natural means? Have you been contacted by angels, ghosts, or even extraterrestrials and want to validate these experiences? Or would you simply like to speak with someone who can help you find your life's purpose? I'm Dr. Joseph Mara, and I'm offering my services free of charge for first-time clients contacting me during the month of April. These free consultations include angel card readings, guided meditations, life coaching, and energy healing. If you have always wanted to explore these types of experiences but were skeptical or simply could not afford them, then take advantage of this free special offer. Contact me through my website, aguidinglight, spelled LITE.com, to schedule your consultation today. Until then, I offer you love, light, and laughter.
You're listening to the X-Zone Radio Show with my good friend, Earthling Rob McConnell, live and around the world on Talkstar. www.xzoneradio.com.
Welcome back to the X-Zone, everyone. E.P. Grondine is our very special guest this hour. We're talking about close encounters with comets, meteorites, and asteroids. And E.P. is also the author of Man and Impact in the Americas. All right, let's take a look at what happened last week. We had this asteroid that came very close to Earth. Now, a lot of people may say, yeah, it was 17,500 miles. But that's not that far, considering the satellites that are in geosynchronous orbit are only 22,000 miles out there, Ed. We knew that asteroid was coming, but I think it's more than just coincidence that the very same day of the asteroid flyby, that the meteorite explodes over Russia.
Oh, okay, Rob. We don't know. There's a February meteoroid stream that appears to come in on a periodic basis. Every asteroid that we've seen has had craters on it where chunks have been knocked loose, or they have loosely attached rubble. And it's quite possible that a fragment of DA-14, which couldn't be seen by telescopes, actually did a combo shot on the February meteoroid stream and knocked a chunk into the Earth.
Wow.
Yes.
So how did that meteorite over Russia slip through the radar net?
Well, it came from the sun, and so the telescopes can't see against the sun, and that's how it got in.
But how about the radio telescopes? Why didn't they pick it up?
Well, they're high power. A lot of them are devoted to deep space communications and space astronomy. So that you have to point those things. Actually, you have to have a pretty precise track on an asteroid before you can image it with radar, as it currently sits.
So, are you saying, Ed, that if something comes at us from the sun, we can't detect it, and we might get smucked by something that is a lot larger than the one that exploded over Russia?
Well, fortunately, Rob, no. The B612 Foundation has a Sentinel-NEO telescope to go in orbit between the Earth and the Sun, and it'll pick up most things that are coming from that direction.
Now, when does that go into orbit, Ed?
We don't know. There's fundraisers on this year. If you're in the multimillionaire club, you can join up for the socials.
So we have to wait until something is done. But what happens between then and now?
Well, we're pretty much wide open. But the wonderful thing about this is that we had expected for years that the first impact or warning shot would kill people. And when we saw that it didn't kill anybody, it was just a miracle. It was large. People know that this stuff happens. You can see it. But no one was killed, and that was a blessing. The other one on DA-14, we have those things, we've had those things happen all through our history where it comes in very close to the Earth. We've